How to make a camera. To make a camera, you need an empty tube like this one. Then we cover the lids with electrical tape to block out the lines. We also sprayed the inside black and made a tiny hole with it with a pin. Finally, we made a shutter. When the light travels through the hole, it likes to travel in a straight line, so the image becomes an upside down reversed, like this. Pictures in the pinhole camera. Yesterday in Laycock, we were made to stay still for a minute, so we are going to show you how it was like. So stay still for 30 seconds. We'll time you in 3, 2, 1, go. Well done. That is what you had to do to have a photo taken from a pinhole camera. It is very hard to stay still, isn't it? So that is how to be in a picture with a pinhole camera.
To develop the photos, we needed tways. In the 3 tways, there is a special chemical. We needed to put the photographic paper into the special chemical, which would sew up the photo that we took. We would also need to do it in a dark room, otherwise the paper would all go black when it is in the chemical.
The name of the 3 trays is the developer, stop bath, fixer and the fixer. First, the photo will be put in the developer and kept in there until it is developed. Then the stop bath for a while, and then the fixer for about 2 minutes.
Launching the balloon. When we went outside, we attached a digital camera with a lot of tape to this balloon. Then the balloon was attached to some wire to stop it from blowing away. We stuck on a button to the shutter to make the camera carry on taking pictures while it was in the air. Then we launched the balloon into the sky. It was amazing. The balloon went really high and it took loads of pictures. We looked at the pictures and decided to do a film on the camera. We launched it up a second time to make the film. The film's a bit random because we were just screaming underneath it, but it was cool. At the end of the day, me, Hannah, Georgina and Edward went out with Dan and Bethan and cut the end of the balloon. It flew all over the place and landed on the top of a really tall tree. To take the aerial photo, we filled a balloon with helium and attached it to a long piece of fishing wire with super strong tape. Then we made a cradle for the camera out of some more super strong tape, and then we were ready to fly it. When my lid came off, I faced the doom of the black sack. This is how it was done. In goes the paper, in goes the camera. Zip it up and stick the Velcro. Put your arms through the holes. This was really hard because you had to do it blind. Now, Dan is going to take the lid off the camera and open the box of paper and get a piece of paper out. Make sure the piece of paper is the shiny side towards the pinhole. And please, make sure you shut the box. We don't want any wasted paper.
Velcro. Take it out, and voila! There's your camera, filled with new paper.
When we went to Lakecock, we had a guided tour around the Abbey. Outside the Abbey was what looked like a shed on wheels, but it was actually a camera obscura, which can be made out of wood, paint and a magnifying glass. When you get inside the camera obscura, the picture is upside down, right is left and left is right. So if you put something upside down, so right is left and left is right, then it will come out perfect. If someone is doing a handstand, it looks like they're hanging on for dear life. The first camera obscura was made in the 11th century. A camera obscura is a shed on wheels with a hole filled with a magnifying glass and also has one white wall. Do you like my model?
Hello, this is Parissa, this is Lauren, and I am Zena.
We would like to talk to you about when we met Roger Watson.
But what is a curator?
A curator is someone who looks after the items in the museum.
He also chooses what goes on display.
He told us about the first photo that was ever taken.
It was a window.
That is why some of us were yawning.
But it was exciting when he told us that the building that we were in was filmed with Harry Potter.
Yes, it was, especially when we touched the big black pot that was used in the film. It echoed madly when we slapped it.
It made a rumbling noise too.
Thank you for listening.
William Henry Fox Talbot was a famous photographer. He took a picture of a window at Lakecock Abbey.
His wife told him that they looked like mousetrap cameras because they were a little wooden box with lenses on.
Roger, our tour guide, told us about different types of photography, like
Portrait,
landscape,
street life,
still life,
and everyday life. We really enjoyed our day at Lakecock. We used a scanner to change our pictures from negatives to positives. First you have a lovely picture. Picture I took earlier. Then you put it in the scanner. Then you mess around with it to get the best picture. Then wait a minute and take it and look, you've got a lovely picture. Oops, I think I went a bit wrong.